Und damit geht's rein in das erste Halbfinale der German Darts Open 2018. Und wir freuen uns ein weiteres Mal auf die Nummer 13 der Welt. Vor 6 Jahren, da stand er im Finale von Sindelfingen. Sollte er sich jetzt durchsetzen, wäre es sein zweites Finale auf der European Tour. Ladies and Gentlemen, aus Stoke-on-Trent, Ian Diamond White. Der Weltranglisten 13. gegen die aktuelle Nummer 10. Ein World Youth Champion aus dem Jahre 2013 aus St. Helens, der Bully Boy Michael Smith. Jetzt im Halbfinale gilt die Distanz Best of 13 Legs. Man braucht also 7 Legs, um in das Finale einzuziehen.
Semi-final time, 4 men left standing, £25,000 on the line as well as the German Darts Open title. Only one of our semi-finalists has won on the European Tour before now. It is Michael Smith who is about to get going against the Diamond Ian White. We have one unseeded player in Germany's number 1, Max Hopp, uncharted territory for a German darts player in the semi-finals of one of these Euro Tour events. He's the 12-1 outsider to go and claim the title. Smith, a 4-time winner on the Euro Tour, 5-2. A shade shorter than the 9-2 that Ian White is to claim his first Euro Tour title. But the favourite is the world champion, odds on, Rob Cross. Ian White and Michael Smith been practicing together lately, but there's no friends on the oche. Dog eat dog. Only one will make the final. Will it be Ian White's first Euro Tour final since 2012, when he lost to Adrian Lewis in a battle of the Stokies? Ian White now Stokes number 1. Probably number 4 at that time, behind Taylor, Lewis and Andy Hamilton.
Game on!
Is this Ian White's time to claim a PDC stage title, or is Michael Smith going to pick up yet another? Mike Lawrence in the commentary box alongside me, Dan Dawson. It's 1st to 7 in this extended format this year on the Euro Tour in the semi-final stages, and Ian White gets us underway with a ton 40.
Yes, really looking forward to this one. As Ian White saw off Michael van Gerwen for the second consecutive year at the quarter-final stage in this German Darts Open. Throwing some absolutely superb stuff as he's doing at the start of this match. Kicking off with a ton 80 with 105.9 average for White over van Gerwen. It was more of a battle for Michael Smith in his semi-final against Mervyn King, pushed all the way, winning at 6-5, hitting 8 180s in the process.
Now, Michael Smith comes into this with a shade higher average for the tournament than Ian White, at about 98.5. But he's only hitting 1 in 3 of his darts at double. And Ian White, his average is dragged down by his performance against Cameron Menzies yesterday. Double 12 for the Diamond. Double 6 now.
17
wasn't doing that against MVG, was he?
No, he was hitting everything beautifully against MVG, but a big outshot isn't going to happen now.
You can't understand how that second dart hasn't followed it in. And to be honest, when Michael Smith is playing as he is doing today, I can't understand it either. I can understand that. It's the Richard Ashdown shot. Double three.
Game on.
Yeah, the two performances today from Ian White, not only beating Michael van Gerwen and beating him well, but beating five-time major finalist Dave Chisnell, a former winner on the Euro Tour, to nil. Bageling Professor Chisnell with 106 average. So just for today, he's averaging pretty much a flat 106. That's 14 darters every leg on average. Unreal stuff from the Diamond.
And incredible to think, really, that he's only reached that one final, and it was back in 2012 on the European Tour, Ian White. Smith's other win today came against Jelle Classen this afternoon, 6-3. Again, topping just over 100 on the average, 100.7.
120.
It doesn't look like it's going to be a costly bounce out there for Michael Smith, with the Diamond needing to pile in a maximum to get to a finish of any kind. He's not going to do that.
99. Michael will require 107.
Tops.
87.
But he'll be back for double 10.
These two have faced each other on the European Tour stage a couple of times in the past. March 2016, Michael won the quarter-final of the German Darts Masters 6-4 against Ian.
60. Michael will require 20.
2 10s, doesn't hang around this time, one apiece. And then the year before that,
third leg in, throw first.
in September 2015 at the European Darts Trophy, Michael won the semi-final over Ian White 6-3, and then went on to win the title himself in Mulheim, beating Michael van Gerwen in the final.
Yeah, he gave van Gerwen a battering in that final, 6-2. He was hitting everything in the opening few legs, just taking out ton plus checkouts left, right and centre. It was breathtaking stuff, and that was actually Michael Smith retaining that particular Euro Tour title. Has beaten MVG in 2 Euro Tour finals as Michael Smith. Won't have to do so this weekend if he goes on and makes it 5 Euro Tour wins. Beat Mensur Suljovic in Gibraltar last year to pick up his 4th. And beat Benito van der Pas for his very first one, if I remember rightly. Yes, it was. It was in Riesa, the International Darts Open. Where Benito had knocked out MVG that weekend. And that is 180 number 1 for the bully boy to leave him on a 2-darter and give him a very realistic chance of a break of throw here.
His highest outshot of the weekend so far, 157. Can Ian White hit a 167? No, he can't on this occasion.
139. Michael will require 100.
A chance for a break of throw. Double top for an 11-darter.
Both leg Michael to throw first. Game on.
Well, Michael Smith just cruising along with an average in the high 110s right now. 13-darter for Ian White, followed by a 14-darter and 11-dart break of throw. There you go, 114. Ian White just pootling along at the 106 he's been throwing all day. Who needs MVG and Peter Wright? You have world-class darts with all kinds of these guys in the latter stages of these Euro Tours.
Yeah, fantastic standard being served up to this capacity crowd. And those of you watching, wherever you're watching us, you'll get another chance to watch European Tour action next weekend, starting on Friday afternoon. The Austrian Darts Open at a new venue in Premstatten, Austria.
96. One runner, Fulton.
Both of these guys in the very elite club of players who've beaten MVG this year. There aren't many who've done it.
No.
But Ian White obviously did it this evening. Michael Smith did it in the quarterfinals of a UK Open qualifier, which he then went on to win his first title of the year. He followed that up with a win on the Players' Championship Series, beating Adrian Lewis in the final. Fantastic display in that one. But Ian White has won a title as well. I mean, it's a very elite club that beat MVG and won a title this year. Peter Wright has beaten MVG. He's not won a title. Jeffrey Desvan has beaten MVG. Jermaine Wattimena has beaten MVG. They haven't won titles. Loves the double 15, Michael Smith, and it's another sub-15 dart leg.
Yes, hitting everything at the moment, Michael Smith. And a two-leg advantage over his practice partner.
57.
Not many people, as we mentioned earlier, not many people have won multiple European Tour events. Michael Smith level on 4 with Phil Taylor. And Peter Wright has 6 and Michael van Gerwen 22. Michael and Peter dominating things over the last 12 months or so. And then Kim Huybrechts has got 2, James Wade 2, and then a number of players having picked up 1 European Tour title each since the series started back in 2012.
Yeah, and if Ian White can get back into this and win it, it will guarantee a new winner on that Roll of Honour on the European Tour. The first time that has happened since the end of 2016 when Alan Norris won his Euro Tour title.
34.
That year we did have a couple of new winners because Mensur Suljovic picked up his first one. And there was one year on the Euro Tour we had 8 different winners from 8 events.
One runner, Fulton.
Yeah, spreading it around. Everyone enjoying a piece of the European Tour prize money.
Now the 158. We've seen this before. We saw it hit against Michael Smith earlier in the day. Michael Smith hit it in the final of that Players' Championship against Adrian Lewis. Makes it look easy. Makes it look so easy. There it is. Oh, mercy. Ian White is getting a taste of his own medicine after hitting everything against Michael van Gerwen. He's seeing his practice partner show absolutely no mercy.
92.
Making it look so easy, Michael Smith. He's throwing action. Bang, 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 and a 158 check out and a 4-1 lead. And again, quality, as you can see there, in terms of how many darts they've gone out in.
Well, Ian White won that first leg of the 13-darter. He'd missed a couple of darts before he finally pinned double 3. He has not had a dart at double since because Michael Smith is averaging 112, man.
96.
Deal with that, Stokes number 1. Yeah, all 3 attempts at doubles for Ian White came in that opening leg. Since then, Michael Smith has not only been regularly piling in the big scores, but taking out the checkouts as well.
One runner, 34.
Yes, White is being bullied by the bully boy.
Has beaten him the last 4 times he's played him, Michael Smith. You know, we mentioned those couple of Euro Tour clashes back in 2015 and 16. He played him twice last year as well, both on the Pro Tour.
Game shown the 6th leg.
And this is looking very, very ominous for Ian White. And last year, when he beat MVG at the quarterfinal stages through a 104 average, I mean, it's a fantastic display from Ian White. He then ran into Benito van der Pas, who averaged 100 against him, and beat him 6-3. That was when we were still 1st to 6 in the semi-final stages. And Ian didn't do a great deal wrong. He averaged 95. It was solid, but it wasn't as good as we'd seen earlier from him. Because that day, Ian White, not only did he beat MVG with 104, he'd beaten Mervyn King prior to that with 106. And it's kind of what we're seeing here, where he's put in 2 incredible displays, beat 2 fantastic dart players. And then it's come to the semi-final stage, and all right, he's still averaging 100 here. It's good, Ian White, but it's still not quite as good as we saw earlier on, and it needs to be, because Michael Smith is playing unreal.
Exactly, he's come up against Michael Smith, who is really bang up for it tonight, as you can see there.
49.
But the fact that he is 1st to 7 does give him a little glimmer of hope. 1st to 6 in this situation against a man averaging 109. You think, well, maybe it ain't going to happen, but he's got a little bit more breathing space.
Has there been any reaction from the players to the longer format for the semi-finals and the finals in Europe?
I've not heard any great moaning about it, and to be honest, usually there's moaning whenever something changes. But it's only a moderate alteration. I think it makes it more of a spectacle.
Yes, and it does give those players who maybe are slower starters a chance to get back into games.
100. Here you require 107.
If required. Ian White requires 107 to save his German Darts Open Challenge for 2018.
47.
Leaves himself 60. 100 more for Michael Smith, but the 158 didn't look tricky, did it? Oh, oof.
96.
Wow.
Here you require 60.
That's very high, just a slide along the oche. Can he guide it in? No, 20. He can't.
Well,
Michael requires 64.
His first darts at double since the very first leg. Single 8, leaves tops.
Game shown the 7th.
Everything is going Michael Smith's way, and Michael Smith's way looks set for the final of the German Darts Open. One more leg needed. The man who battered the world #1 in the quarterfinals is getting crucified by the bully boy Michael Smith.
Yes, he'll take some stopping if he continues this into the final, should he prevail in the next couple of minutes at Michael Smith, which looks increasingly likely. Max Hopp and Rob Cross, our next semi-final coming up, and that will be another tasty encounter for the crowd here. The local man, Max Hopp, up against the new world champion, Rob Cross.
I think Chris Murphy, our co-commentator, dug up a stat about the number of top 16 players that Max Hopp has been beating over the last couple of weeks. 5, I believe the number was. If he adds a 6th to that list, then it looks like we're going to see a bully boy maximizer final. A clash of 2 former world youth champions. Can Smith fulfill his part of the bargain? Treble 18 and Bull doesn't need to go that route. With White not on a finish, he leaves himself to double 16. It's not his favourite. I'm surprised he's done that. But at the minute, he's hitting everything. He's 75% on his doubles. Michael Smith feels like he can leave anything and it will go.
So for the match and an appearance in another European Tour final.
Game shot and a match.
Clinical finishing right the way through. Job done, and a 7-1 victory against the man who upset Michael van Gerwen, who had been dominating the European Tour at the opening two events. But it's Michael Smith who we'll see in the final later on this evening. Who will he take on? Will it be Germany's Max Hopp or England's Rob Cross? We'll find out shortly after we've heard a few words from Michael Smith.
Den Bullyboy Michael Smith. Zieht damit in das Finale ein. Großen Applaus, aber auch für Ian White. Er hat Michael van Gerwen hier aus dem Turnier geworfen. Und Michael Smith spielt sein 8. European Tour Finale dann gleich gegen den Sieger des zweiten Halbfinals. Rob Cross gegen Max Hopp.